myself are here. We've got several members of the community. Thelma may be joining. We'll wait and see. Tony will not be here. Minutes. All right. So, May 19, 2026, Harrisburg Township office. Meeting called to order at 5:05. Thelma, Tony, myself, Dustin, Joanne, and 8 members of the community were present. Minutes of the April 21st, 2026 minutes were read and approved. Township reports were given. Smithville Community Center was their updated balance and savings was read. The Harrisburg Heritage Days balance, savings, CD, and raffle account were all given balances. Smithville Area Association will have theirs. I don't see Patty tonight. Updates on the basement project. The basement is still dry here at the community center. Interior cameras at Harrisburg have been installed and are working. Anything on the drive to Smithville Diamonds?
That was just kind of a question.
Next month I shall.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Talked to Joey about conversing on that after the season wrapped up, which was last week.
New business. More leaks at the Smithville Community Center flat roof. We did receive one estimate for $9,500 from Steve's Roofing. Need someone to investigate the leaks in the conference room and need a roofer to estimate and fix. Dustin suggested a temporary tile that will collect the water. Problem seems to be with the flashing sent to Tony to order. Harrisburg Community Center gutters will have a roofer look at it. Tony asked that Travis look into this. Redmond Hall guttering needs someone to look at all 3 buildings. Additional discussion, Dustin was reimbursed for the Ferguson Law Bill. Resolution 20605 permitting payment of $2,000 to each payment or each food pantry. Meeting was adjourned at 6:18 p.m.
Motion to approve those minutes.
All second. All in favor?
Aye. Oh, you can.
Have we all signed our own copy? All right. Financial reports. Tony did give those to us. Everything.
Is this what you need? I've got it. There were so many.
Yeah, he gave a bunch.
Okay. Is that what?
No, that's a cap outlay. Wait, hold on, let me see that.
Here's the signed copy.
Oh, thank you. How about this?
Okay, yeah, this is the balances.
Okay.
The general fund has a cash balance of $68,305.83. The township administration has a balance of $78,438.41. And the recreation has a cash balance of $114,265. Total cash available is $261,010.05. So, all right, there's that. And you've got Rich sent us his.
He sent me an updated one.
I have all of this in a nice folder that's sitting on my desk down there.
How about that?
And tell me if these numbers are wrong. Deposit accounts, $23,817.59. Available, $21,363.40. Current, $21,263.40. In the business savings, available $2,554.19, and that's current. Investment accounts, is that a CD?
That's a CD, yeah.
$10,680.43, and then on the raffle that we don't know who won, they have $11,522.17.
That was sarcastic.
It was sarcastic.
We know who won. We're very sad about it.
Yeah.
Steve.
I had
You
nothing
should
to
see
do with
the,
it. I
you
wasn't
should
even
see
there.
the number of tickets he
I was
bought. He could
tearing
buy
the
it.
tent down and then they started yelling at me.
You almost bought it.
Yeah, I showed Jan today. I found more tickets in my office today. Smithville Community Center had a ending balance of $4,738.25. I didn't see anything in here that was out of the normal. You guys see anything on there? And savings account had a ending balance of $4,900.37, because Nancy always yells at me for forgetting it. But you put it on the same page this time.
I did put it on the same page.
All right, we'll have to get Smithville Area Association when we see Patty. Update on projects. I gave Nancy a phone number yesterday to call another company, have them come out and look at it. They do flat roofs, so they should be able to take care of it.
I didn't call him today, but I will give him a call. I'm gonna have him give a flat roof, and I'm fixing this. The company that gave us the flat roof, I'm gonna ask them to give me a price on this, so that both of them will have on both areas.
Yeah, and they wouldn't have been able to come out today. They spent the whole day at the fairgrounds today.
So I'll give him a call tomorrow.
So, but yeah, so we'll, that was next phase, does flat roofs. So they did the community building out there and did us right. So have them take a look at this. Leaks in the conference room, that's what we were just talking about. Have a roofer come out and look. We still think it's the flashing. And then we'll get a roofer out here to look at the gutters on all the buildings.
I know last month Tony said having Travis looked at it. Travis looked at it, and he says that's not something that he does, that we actually do need a roofer to come out and take care of that flashing. It's just that it wasn't done correctly.
Yeah, last time I was at Redmond Hall, for some reason, in the rain, it went around the door on the side. I was out there the time before, it puddled up, it was a great thing. Nothing's changed, and this time it ran off a different direction and didn't go through the door. So we'll have to keep an eye on it, but we still plan on getting the roofer out here. Maybe we'll talk to next phase when they come out or when Steve comes out, shoring those up. Old business.
I do have a couple comments.
Okay.
So one, this road to Smithville Diamonds, basically the reason that there was a lack of communication was it appears that the Diamonds just was not aware that below the gate was a part of their lease. So that chunk of county commissioner property next to the building isn't the township's responsibility, and it hasn't been. But it's also not technically the commissioner's responsibility either, because it's leased to the Diamonds. When I talked to the Diamonds and explained it, I think everyone's on the same page, but we all agree that the Diamonds in no way, shape, or form understood that. If you look at the flip side of the gate, they've maintained everything. It looks good. It's the gate down. The problem is they don't have the dough to fix all that. They haven't thought they needed to fix all that. So I'm gonna work with the county commissioner's office, the Diamonds, and through the township to find some grant money, something, sponsors, whatever, to get that fixed. One of the things that we've discussed is the fact that none of the ball fields are ADA compliant. The drive isn't ADA compliant. And the overflow has resulted all the way down that hill into the front of this building at this point. So I'm gonna look for some grants and stuff to look at paving that, possibly put a sidewalk up through there so that it's part of the parking lot for the fire, wrong job. For the ball fields, not just a driveway, because it's no longer just a driveway. I mean, the parking is overflowing all the way down that hill. There's no way to walk up that without getting in the grass or walking in the middle of the roadway. So anyway, that's the angle that we're kind of talking. Like I said, season wrapped up last week. I'll get with Joey next week, give him a week off.
Yeah.
And we'll get with the county and we'll start getting this stuff done. I think my vision, and I don't know that it's doable or not, would be to try to get that fixed up before next ball season. So we will make a go at it the best we can. And even if it's not new pavement, sidewalks, we'll at least find a way to get the dough to patch it and get it fixed up. So I'll report back next month.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is there anything we done between now and Labor Day for the cars, the fancy cars going across that way? way, or?
I don't see a way. I mean, we might be able to get some gravel or something in there, Pat, but like if we're looking at outside funding mechanisms, I don't see us being able to secure that and get the job done by then. But I will take a look at it when I get with the and we'll see about at least on that south, well, I guess it'd be the north end of the drive, flushing that up so they're not bottoming out. Okay.
Last year I filled it with mulch.
I remember that.
Old mulch we had to get out of there anyway, so I did that and that helped, and then it washed out again. So
Yeah, and yeah, but still, I mean, the week of, we'll make sure that they're not dragging those cars through their side.
if you want some gravel or something,
I
hauled
said
in
we got
there.
that, the 11s out there.
There's I could maybe do something over
But
there.
again, I think we're best to wait.
Sure.
Yeah.
If we do it too early, it'll wash out.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep. So, and we are not able to do that resolution without Thelma here, because she has to attest to it.
Okay.
So we have to put that on hold right now. Any other new business? Nancy?
No, I don't have anything.
Paul, anything in Harrodsburg? Successful festival?
Very successful, yes.
Like
Even with the weather.
Yeah, I was gonna say, turnout was good even with the wet. It stopped just long enough for the parade to get in and started back up. So, yeah, it was fun. I was over there all day.
We have ordered a sign for out in front.
Did we get it?
We've ordered the sign for out in front. It should be ready for us in about a week and a half, and it will go up. When it goes up, those ditch lilies will have to come out or down. Matt said he would weed eat them down, but that doesn't stop them from growing back up. But they really need to be dug out. So if anyone wants to take a shovel and get some ditch lilies out in front on that sign.
I mean, I could spray them and kill them too, but I don't prefer
We
not
can
to
give
do
them a
that,
week,
but,
see if someone
you know,
wants them.
somebody might.
Yeah.
It's not like they don't grow in the ditch.
Yeah, those are bulbs, so they'll.
Oh yeah. They're-
Nancy, did you say when, I probably wasn't listening, did you say when it was going to be installed, the sign?
It'll be in about a week and a half.
Okay.
As soon as we get it, we can get it put up, and it'll be on both sides, so they'll see it coming and going.
Yep.
It'll list all the businesses that are in here. We also have Clear Creek Township listed with a phone number. We're putting farmers market in June through whatever on Saturdays, so that will be on there because we figured we had 9 spaces. We filled 9 spaces, and so this room for rent. So,
Awesome.
and 4-H Samaritans.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For all that. I think it'll be handy and people will know what's going on down here versus wondering.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yeah, it's gonna look good too. So, any other new business? All right, well, the additional discussion, Joanne was very adamant that this make it in here.
Can I say it?
Yeah.
Okay. For those of you that don't know, Bloomington South baseball team is going to state Saturday night for the first time in 54 years. And if anybody'd like to know, I was around for that 54 years. That's scary. A point has been made, and this is the reason I wanted to bring it up, is that the majority of these young men played at Smithville Diamonds. So I wanted to put a plug in for our Diamonds, where lots and lots and lots and lots of kids play.
That's awesome. What is it? You said 8 o'clock Saturday night?
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
at Victory Field.
Victory Field, yeah.
It's a big deal.
I will be there.
Me too.
Yeah, I will be there. Matter of fact, I've already told the grandsons they're going, and Bruce Dog's gonna go up there and make a day of it.
It's going to be I bet it's going to be great. 'Cause
I went to Edgewood a few years ago, and I'm excited to go this time. So, although I noticed they got rid of all the noisemakers this year.
oh, really?
It was expressly written, nothing that makes noise. No jugs, no rattles, no nothing.
Oh,
It's currently a high of 84, low of 64, and 6% chance. So
That sounds like a
Perfect.
beautiful night for baseball.
perfect.
So, all right, any other comments?
Hey, Hey, something I was gonna say, I talked to him a little bit and her, but, had some people in the community approach me about, lighting fireworks off in the park out here. And I've got some support to the tune of like $3,000 or $4,000, so that's just what we've been able to raise. We used to have it at somebody else's house, they didn't wanna do it. I don't think anybody was too opposed, or, you know, I've communicated with Dustin some on that, and not asking for money or anything like that, but, you know, just kind of want to clear that with you guys before we,
For the 4th of July.
for the 4th of July on that Saturday at dusk.
I have no issues with it, and I honestly wouldn't be opposed to supporting it some if we can get the word out in time.
Right, and that's, you know, we're not, it's just people donating and free to the community, because most people I know don't want to fight the fairgrounds and don't want to fight down there at the lake, so we just figured advertise it or whatever. I mean, people, what's that?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
From where will you shoot them? I mean, I'm excited about it, but I just don't know.
Just north of where the basketball court is, so east of the playground, up not quite towards the upper shelter house, but in that wide open field there.
So that
Seems
people
like
can sit.
people can sit by the shelter house,
Yeah,
by the
great.
playground, and so, and you know, if that's something that is successful and people enjoy doing it, maybe we could continue doing that in the future. But I figured give it a shot, see how it goes, and you know, we got this park and we don't have too many events down there, so you know.
Yeah, the one thing I'm leery of is making it a township thing for insurance purposes.
Sure.
We went through a major ordeal at the fairgrounds with fireworks this year.
Right.
That's why you're seeing a lot of fireworks shows being canceled. Insurance companies are not covering them.
Right.
So, yeah, while I see no issue with it,
Sure.
it's a individual effort, just something to keep us from,
Yeah.
not that anything will, but heaven
Right.
forbid something, it's still fireworks.
Right.
So,
Big Rig Country should advertise for you if you go on their website,
Okay.
community events. Go into Steve's or Rick Evans.
Hey,
Send him a comment with your date, your time, everything. Let him know where it's at. He'll announce it for you on 105.
Okay.
He's awesome
yeah,
at doing that.
you could put it out on, not on the trustees page, but everything else.
Yes, we can.
And then we can share it out, and it'll get shared into all the different Bloomington groups, and I'm sure people would come out. I probably won't be here, but, yeah, people will show up. Everybody likes watching stuff blow up.
Sure.
So, Pat?
Yeah, just to make, I'm kind of something behind different times where I wondered where decisions would come down from and everything. And I know that we've talked about or discussed about the doc's office. I just wanted to know if you guys were going to make it public, you know, as far as what's going on, why it's going on that way and everything, so everyone knows, so it's not just kind of hidden behind the scenes and stuff, what's happening or not going to happen there, and the reason behind it.
Well, we cleaned it out except for two pieces. There's one cabinet and a chair that had fallen to the floor, so we got it all cleaned out except for those two items. We've had some delays with the trustee's office. They've had some stuff going on there that has kept us from doing a whole lot of communicating, but I think they're back now, so we can start discussing that again. But Tony was out, so we weren't able to do a whole lot because he had a lot of the knowledge.
Well,
So,
there's really, I think, two options, right? One, going in and rebuilding the floor that's really been non-existent. But it needs new floor joists, it needs new flooring, or two, lift it up, pour some concrete, and set it on a slab, which is probably what should have happened in the first place. But we've got to get prices and stuff on both of those options at some point when we know. But it's probably definitely a 2027 project.
Well, but I mean, your prices and stuff, you told me not to get estimates and stuff like that.
Well,
so
we
that's
don't
why
have
I
money
didn't
to
want
do it this year.
Yeah,
So, I mean, most estimates are only gonna be good for 30 days.
right.
So,
Yeah.
at the point next year, we'll have to do that.
and when the gentleman showed up when we were cleaning it out, we were trying to remove stuff, and he just jumped in the hole, and we're like, "Whoa, let us get it out before we get in here and look at it."
Right.
And he left after that.
Right.
But Dustin and I were just like, "Hey, we're trying to move stuff out," and he was trying to jump in the hole,
Well,
and we're like, we don't need somebody getting hurt. I mean, it was said in the meeting that Dustin and I would be the only ones in the building until we got it cleared out. So, but yeah, he kind of jumped in and was right in the hole. And we're like, look, we're still pulling
That was
stuff
my
out.
fault. I mean, I.
Yeah, you're good. No, it wasn't meant to be anything bad, but I'm like, I had already fallen through the floor at that point.
Right,
So,
you were the only one that fell through the floor because you hadn't worked in a situation like that.
and I told Dustin, I'm like, stay the heck out of here.
But, no, I think, Pat, the reality of this is we're gonna get it fixed, we need to get it fixed, but we're just prioritizing funds.
Yeah, okay, well, I just was told that it wasn't anywhere in the near future, so that's why I
Yeah.
thought it was different than what
No,
you're saying now.
This year, it's just, we can't do it.
Yeah.
Everything went over budget so much.
Oh, I
Lines
understand.
don't run back, yeah.
Pat, when I said in the near future, I meant not 2026.
Okay, I didn't know how far out, because I mean, it was brought up, I was looking back in 2023, it was brought up as something as early as then, and then it's now 3 years later or more.
Yeah, the good,
And I just didn't know.
the good thing is a lot of things we've talked about since 2023 have gotten done in 2026. Like this has been a really, I would say, very
prioritize
productive.
a lot of that too, based on like foot traffic and stuff.
Right.
And we want the Doc Mitchell office fixed, right, but the doors are locked on that the vast majority of the year versus all the other facilities, so we'll get there. And I'm not saying that come November, we don't look and say, oh, we got more money than we thought, we don't pull the trigger then, right? It's just, I'm not comfortable telling you we'll get it done this year.
Yeah.
I don't think we can.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
and a lot of times, at least prior to this year, we would get estimates and then it would be 6, 8, 9 months, and then the contractors get frustrated because they're like, well, we did an estimate 9 months ago, when's it gonna get done? So now it's until we know.
But to put your mind at ease, I think we can sit up here and say, we'll get it done next year.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely on the board for next year.
Well, one thing, I guess that hadn't been brought up yet was why it's in the situation it's in. It just seems to be, and this is, walking by observation, is that water just seems to be flowing directly there to where I didn't know if there was any chance of somebody.
So
looking at
that's not the problem. The problem is, and they left the mud underneath, and the floor was made out of 1/4 inch
Well, I
luan,
understand
which
that
isn't.
part, yeah.
So the vast majority of that floor is good, other than the deepest part, where I'm sure mud gets humid, and it's just eating away at the bottom of
There's no
that.
vents in that block foundation.
No vents, no nothing. So they put a block wall to set the outside on, but left the middle just mud. So all that moisture went into that little bitty.
There's no vapor barrier.
There's no vapor barrier, no
Right.
nothing. It's just
Right.
mud.
Yeah.
So it was dry down there,
Oh,
but
was
the
it?
problem is it's just humidity. It gets hot down there and it soaks into that wood. And
Which takes us back to the solutions, right? Like,
yeah,
it may end up being just as cheap to lift that thing and to put a concrete slab down as it will be to dig out the mud, put down vapor barrier, pack it full of gravel. Some of those blocks will have to come in and vents be put in, and then rebuild the floor. So we're able to pull the trigger, but again, just to reiterate, I think we've gotten tired of wasting people's time. And if we go and get prices from all these people now, knowing we can't do it,
Right.
they ain't gonna want to do the work when we call them back in 8 months and are serious about it. So, I think it's one of those things that as soon as we're able, we're just gonna have to get quotes on both ways of doing it.
and
And then rapidly pull the trigger.
And that's one thing we've been good at is bids coming in on the back. Bids coming in January, started in February. Like we're now getting to where when we bid a project, it starts. We're not waiting and waiting and waiting, and that was causing some frustration. So
Get some higher costs.
yeah, some very higher
If
costs.
they're gonna risk that, then they're gonna charge more.
So
Or they
but-
won't bid anymore.
yeah, that's what we've been fighting is people not wanting to bid again because they're like, I bid it twice. When are you going to do it? And they don't do it. So, but we're close. Talked with Tony yesterday. We're close with getting into this month. We should have all of the funds, all of everything completed. The projects are done. They're getting the final numbers. Then we'll know what we've got for the rest of the year budget wise, and then you can start kind of looking at things. But there was so much that happened so fast
All right.
that we just had to wait for the dust to settle. But now all the projects are wrapped up. We can now, the goal is end of June to have what money actually looks like. So he did say, because we've got 2 that Nancy and I are cleaning up, getting the final sign offs and bills on, that way they're done. Like that project's wrapped up and and we can see where the dust settles.
Cool.
So starting now, really, we're starting the 2027 budget, so putting a lot of that stuff in, we'll know. So, but I've got it done. Tony gave you yesterday, and I gave Dustin last night the budget numbers, so we can start looking at what we want to do in 2027, or what the board want to do. So we'll see.
We'll sign off on.
Yeah. So, because this table will look a little bit different next year, no matter what.
You
So,
will get done.
so no matter what, this table will look different next year. So, we just get everything together and we'll figure it out. Any other questions? All right, I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I,
In favor?
yes.
Yeah.